Yo, what's up, good people? Y'all know what time it is. It's Thursday night. It's time for week 6 picks, Power 5. It's AA Sports, straight sports, no chaser. You got the super team of sports talk right here with y'all tonight, as usual. I'm one half of it. I'm Diego Barishnikov, the Black Dominican Russian. I'm here with my main man, my partner in crime. They call him the 6 foot and under post-up champ. Straight from Hickory, North Carolina. Tell them where you are.
Oh, I gave him the hometown, too. What's good, good people? It's your boy, Uncle Hate, the other A and AA Sports, broadcasting live on this Thursday ahead of the Carolina Panthers game. Gonna get these picks in, this Power 5. Hopefully win y'all some money. But if we don't, you know, hey.
All right. So as always, y'all know Thursdays is a short show. We're just gonna give y'all our picks for the week. Our Power 5, our top 5 in the NFL. Maybe a couple other little tidbits, time permitting. We want to all appreciate everybody tuning in to us on the Spreaker platform. We appreciate y'all listening there. Also, don't forget to check us out on the YouTube channel. That's AA Sports on YouTube, straight sports, no chaser. And as always, you know where to reach us on social media at AA Sportscast, at Rike6000 for Uncle Hate, and for myself at Diego Barish, Facebook, Instagram, on and popping as well. So let's jump right on into it. I'll start it off because I took not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 L's last week in our head-to-head. Straight got swept. So Uncle Hate has closed the gap. I had a 4-game lead coming into last week. I lost 5 head-to-head matchups, so therefore I'm down 1. Last week I was a dismal 6-8. Uncle Hate came through with the 11-3 record.
I made y'all some money last week. Made y'all some.
So overall, I am at 43-31, and you, my friend, are at 44-34.
It's tight. It's tight. It could have went either way last week, but you know what? I'm looking at the schedule this week. I don't really see a lot that I think that we would go different on. I really don't.
I feel good this week about my picks. I'm thinking I'm gonna go undefeated or like maybe lose 1, maybe 2 games this week.
It seemed like that type of week. I don't see not nail trap game on here. Not nail one.
Nah, because I went through them real quick and was like, doop, doop, doop. There was only 1 game. I was like, I don't know, but we'll get to that one in a second.
We've been trying to do this segment called Welcome to the Trap for the last 2 weeks. Ain't been working out that way.
It's not. So, of course, we know we got tonight's game. Eagles versus Panthers. First place NFC East team versus NFC South first place team.
Yes, sir.
Both are 4-1.
Yeah.
So, a lot of things, a lot of moving parts. It should be a very interesting matchup. I did see on Twitter right before we went on, maybe about an hour ago, that the left tackle for the Eagles, I forget his name, but he is out. So that's, Carson Wentz's blindside protection. But I also understand that another lineman is either is playing that wasn't supposed to. They got some other people that's playing that was injured. So
it's gonna be a tale of the lines. Our defensive line against their offensive line. Our wide receivers against their secondary because they're 30th in pass defense. But as usual with the NFL, whichever quarterback is comfortable, who ain't getting hit a lot, will probably have a better chance to throw the ball because they got a damn good run defense. Ours is so around 14, but I'm expecting us to pull this one out. We got a little bit of momentum going. I'm thinking we still flying under the radar, but we get this primetime victory tonight where everybody watching and we go 5-1. We ain't flying under the radar no more.
Exactly, not anymore. And I know you was on Kane and Ice last night. Shout out to Kane.
Shout out to him.
Y'all talked about this could be a LeGarrette Blount game.
I believe it will be.
You talked about, of course, I think will be a game decided in the trenches on both sides. I think Carolina's run game is a little bit better, but like you said, Philly's run defense is stout.
Yes.
Guys' run defense is middle of the road. I think it's better probably than what the stats say it is.
Right.
But Philly's run game right now is,
Right.
So
Fletcher Cox is back for them tonight, so that's gonna help.
That's the name I was thinking about. That's the one. He on defense, so that's something to look out for. So it could be some points put up on the board tonight. I was already gonna take y'all anyway, but left tackle and some injuries that the Eagles got just kind of solidified it. I'm taking you guys at home tonight to pull out the victory.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I believe that's going to happen. Before we jump deep off into these picks, we would be remiss not to discuss the big story that just happened about an hour ago. I don't believe it's a lot to discuss, so we ain't going to take long with this because I believe it's going to be more courtrooms. But
pretty much.
I just, at this point, why they – because they're going to file – okay, people were talking about Ezekiel Elliott's 6-game suspension got reinstated by a federal judge, I believe, after a district court judge took it away. I think it's going right back to the court again. I don't understand. If they gave the cat the power, the players negotiated this and gave Goodell the power, but then you turn right back around and say every time it's a suspension, we're going to go to court. I think with all this stuff going on with the league, I'm just ready for it all to be over with. I'm ready for Zeke's situation to be solved. I'm ready for the protest to be solved. It's more focused on nonsense than football, it seems. Not to say the protests are nonsense, but it turned into that.
I get what you're saying. It's basically a lot of this stuff is hijacked the football season.
Basically.
So I agree with you in that aspect. The Zeke situation, like I said, when it comes back to the collective bargaining agreement, whenever that deal is up, I think it's up in a couple of years.
They're going to strike again.
And this is one of the things that's got to be taken off of the table as far as Goodell being judge and jury. That can't go on. Why they ever negotiated that shit in the first place, I'm not sure. But DeMar Smith, the head of the union, and they have revoted him head of the union again. To me, he don't come off as the brightest cat. Sorry.
He was running against him, but he just won like unanimously. It seemed like.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't say that he's not bright. I won't put the brother like that. But I don't know. Something is missing.
I mean, if he don't come off bright, he don't come off bright. It kind of seemed that way in a sense.
Yeah. So who knows how those negotiations are gonna go? So we'll worry about that when the time comes.
Yeah.
Of course, we know the owner's gonna dig in. I think they struck before. They went through strikes before. So
I think this will be another one of them situations where we find out the difference between rich and wealthy. It's a big difference.
Right, there you go. I say them boys got the money to wait
them out.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I think they say most NFL players are two checks from being in trouble, give or take. So,
right, and a lot of these owners, we're talking about billionaires, they're probably making more money in interest than a lot of these players making salary. So
I hope y'all saving them checks. I believe they said it's in 2020.
Yeah.
2018, 2020, 2019, 2020. Yeah. Somewhere around there where they're probably going to strike, but we'll see. All right. You ready to jump on into it?
Yeah, let's go and get into it. I know you're taking y'all tonight, so that's one game out the way.
Okay.
Panthers, I call them off. So I'll block the 1 o'clock games for Sunday. And by the way, this week on the bye, we have Bills, Bengals, Cowboys, and the Seahawks. So first 1 o'clock game got the Bears going to Baltimore. Mitch Trubisky's second start going up to Baltimore against that defense. I'm taking the Ravens.
Ravens.
Okay. All right. Second game, we got the Cleveland Browns going to Houston. Now Houston just lost steroid boy. I mean J.J. Watt. My bad.
Yeah, you said it
right. and merciless. So they got some bits and pieces there on the defense. Do the Browns have enough to overcome that? Because I see that they are benching Deshaun Kaiser again.
Houston gonna put up 48 points down on the Sunday.
So I think we're both taking Houston in that game.
Houston, yeah.
Browns will be 0-6.
Yes.
Next up, got the Green Bay Packers traveling to the Minnesota Vikings. Very interesting game, possibly. We know what the Vikings defense can do. The game is in Minnesota. However, Sam Bradford, or Baffert, as we call him, is not practicing again, so it's probably looking like another Case Keenum game.
I got a question. Can I give a Chump Award on a Thursday?
Go ahead.
I want to give a Chump Award to the Minnesota Vikings medical staff. They knew damn well Sam Bradford shouldn't have been playing that game Monday. How they put that cat out there like that?
Because he looked terrified out there. He looked like he didn't know up from down.
Man,
But
that was terrible.
that's the league. You think your job might be in jeopardy. Because hey, sometimes you go out there before you may be ready. Have you heard
Guess
anything
what?
about Teddy progress? I doubt we see him this year, but
Nah, Teddy's on the pup, so he should be able to come off after week 6.
okay.
So I mean, I forgot all about Teddy till you said that. Yeah,
so
they should play him, but I'm going Green Bay.
all right, going Green Bay as well. Hold on, I forgot to write down your picks.
I think we all the same.
Yeah, we're saying it right now. All right. So next up, we got the Detroit Lions. Matthew Stafford had a little leg injury last week. He's been practicing this week. I think, of course, he's going to be a go. He don't really miss games. He played through pretty much damn near every injury he had. So we got them going to the Saints. This game could very well end up being 49-48 at the end of the day. When them two get together, it does normally seem to be a shootout. I'm taking the Saints off the bye week.
I'm taking the Saints as well. I told you I don't care for Detroit's wide receivers. New Orleans, the defense is kind of sneaky. They look good against us. They beat the shit out of Miami over in England at a bye. So taking New Orleans.
I'm maybe not as high on their defense. But they beat y'all at a time when y'all was still struggling. Miami sucks.
Yeah.
And who's the other team you said? I forget. But I expect them to put up points. And they're getting another weapon back this week. Willie Snead will be back in the lineup. So that's even more for Detroit to worry about. So you taking the Saints as well?
And they and one other thing, yeah, I'm taking the Saints. And now backfield cleared up. When they sent the whole man, that's less stress on the situation. So Saints.
Right, you're right. That will open up some carries in the backfield for Kamara and Ingram. Now you got a solid 1-2 punch. No questions to be, asked about what the rotation going to be. There you have it. So, yeah, we're both taking the Saints. Next 1 o'clock game, Jay Cutler will be visiting here, the ATL New Mercedes-Benz Stadium, to take on a rested Falcons team coming off of a loss and a bye week. I'm expecting the Falcons to hang 30 on them. What you got?
Falcons.
Okay. Yeah, people, we told
Falcons.
you, this is a pretty square week, right?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you out there jumping off a cliff trying to win some big money, hey, this week right here is kind of straightforward other than a couple of games like we said. The next one, we got the New England Patriots going to the on fire New York Jets with a 3-game win streak. Kid Josh McCown beat Matt Patricia, Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, and the Patriots at home.
Nah. Patriots.
Was like, nah, bro. Taking the Patriots stuff as well. All right. You got my 49ers. Kyle Shanahan, mini homecoming, going to D.C. to take on the Redskins. Possibly get a good look at our possibly future quarterback. I'm hoping Reuben Foster is back this week. I know he started back practicing, so we'll see if he can get on the field. I would love to see him back. We've been close in the last couple of games. Again, we lost the last 4 games by a total of 11 points. So we might be the best 0-5 team in history. But I won't go homer. I think the Redskins should be able to pull this game out at home. Now, if I was taking against the spread, I would take us against the spread because I think the spread is like 12.5, which is kind of ridiculous.
Oh, no. Yeah, they're not that good.
So what you got on that one?
They're not that good. No, I'm going to take the Skins in that game. They should put up some points. Terrell Pryor and Cousins finally hooked up for a touchdown last Monday. So hopefully between this last week of bye, they might have got it together. But I'm going Skins. They should put some points up. And it will be closer than what they're saying, though, because, like you said, y'all been in them games. Y'all been in all them games.
Right. And maybe I'm using a little bit of reverse psychology there. If I pick against us, we might go ahead and get a W. So that was the end of the 1 o'clock games. We got 4 o'clock games. Now, this one for me is one I'm kind of on the fence on, and I'm probably going to make my pick sometime within the next 13 to 14 seconds, probably after I finish my next sentence.
Gotcha.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Both teams right now look iffy to me. I should have checked to see if the Bucs have those players coming back on defense off injury. Because if they don't, I'm leaning Cardinals. If they are back and Jameis can stop throwing the ball into 4 defensive player windows, then they could possibly win. I'm going to go ahead and go with the home team and go with the Cardinals. Again, I won't be surprised if Tampa Bay win. But I'm thinking Patrick Peterson is going to be on Mike Evans. So Mike Evans is probably going to be quiet like he was last week against the Patriots. Jameis and Deshaun ain't really on the same page quite yet. They started to get there a little bit more in the second half last week. But long and short, I'm taking the Cardinals. AP gets his first touchdown of the year.
I'm going to go ahead and go with Jameis. I struggle with this game. I really struggle with it, but I figured it'll be a lot of scoring as far as they'll just be bombing the ball.
Right.
I like what I saw from Doug Martin. I don't like what I've seen from Arizona's defense so far. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go with Jameis right now. I'm going to go with him. I think I was confused with that one, so I'm going to go ahead and go with him.
We got 2 quarterbacks, him and Carson Palmer, that will give the ball away. So
yes, sir.
We'll see.
Yes, sir.
So next up, again, could possibly be another close game. We got the Rams and the Rams going out to the Jaguars. Now the Rams have been better on offense. Last week they met a real defense though, and they didn't look as good as they did, against some of those other teams that they beat.
Still could have won that game. They just pissed the bed.
Yeah. And then we know about the the Savages, the Jacksonville Savages, and that defense going up to Pittsburgh last week. Even though the offense ain't really hitting on too much right now outside of Leonard Fournette, I think they'll still pull it off at home based on the defense and the run game. I think they'll be able to – I think that defense will be able to minimize the Rams' offense and girdle. So I'm taking the Savages.
I'm going to go with the Rams.
I got you down. I got you.
I'm going to go with them.
All right. Next up, Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers going to best team in the league right now, at least record-wise, Kansas City Chiefs, who are 5-0, going for 7-0 at home. We know how the Steelers struggle on the road recently. We know it's going to be loud in Kansas City, one of the loudest outdoor stadiums in the league, if not the loudest outdoor stadium in the league. Good ribs, barbecue, and all that shit. I'm going with Kansas City.
I was going to take Pittsburgh because it felt like that'd be the perfect bounce back to quiet all of the doubters if they go up there and beat a 5-0 team.
Right.
Nah, I'm going to go with Kansas City.
Right. I can only take the Steelers right now against middle of the road or bad teams. Until they prove something to me otherwise, I can't take them against a good team. I was kind of like you. I was thinking about it. I was like, nah, can't do it.
But this is the type of game they get up for.
That's very true. If they don't run that ball, if they don't get Le'Veon Bell more than, what did he have, 8-10 carries last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to work. So Todd Haley, stop being an idiot. All right.
That's going to be hard for Todd Haley, brother.
Yeah, he's been an idiot a long time.
Yes, sir.
All right. So last of the 4:00 slate games, we've got the Los Angeles Chargers. Again, I didn't say San Diego. Los Angeles Chargers going to, I almost said the LA Raiders, though, going to Oakland to play the Raiders. Derek Carr looks like he may be back this week.
You know what? If he plays, I need to change my pick.
Okay. Because I got them based on, I think he's going to play.
Oh, well, if he's going to play, then I'm going to go with the Raiders.
Raiders, okay.
Because I ain't rocking with E.J. Manuel beating nobody.
So since we got that one the same, we reserve the right to, by Sunday morning, tweet out if we decide to change it, if he not going to play.
Bingo.
Sorry, people. Doesn't matter what y'all say. This our show. We can do what we want.
Yeah.
All right.
This last game, I want to speak on this last game.
Yeah. You go ahead because I already know who I'm picking.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody knows everybody's picking the Denver Broncos. But I got a couple of homeboys. I got a cousin. They some Giants fans. I was looking at the schedule today. Giants ain't gonna win no games this year, people. Not one game.
Not one, dog.
One game. They got 2 chances to win. 2. I figure the Redskins around Christmas Eve, and they got y'all. That's it. That's the only 2 games that they could possibly win. They don't have a running game. They don't have no wide receivers. Eli got a suck line. He ain't going to take no sacks. They're not going to win a game this year.
The defense is not playing up to their pay grade right now. So I said they got
– walking out on the team.
Oh, my God. DRC. When I read the list of things that had happened since Friday, did you read that? For y'all,
yeah.
For those of y'all that don't know, I'll touch on it real quick. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. So on Friday, he walked out of a recovery session, just walked out and left, went home. All right. So then on Sunday, he got into an argument, I think, on the sideline with a coach. It may have been McAdoo or one of the defensive coaches. They pulled him from the game. What does he do? He left the field. He went back in the locker room mid-game. Okay. Get to work Monday. Hey, DRC, you left the recovery session on Friday. You walked out of the game on Sunday. You got to practice this week, but we're going to make you inactive for the game Sunday. DRC says, oh, word? Fuck it, I'm going home right now. Clean out his locker and went to the crib. So now he's suspended indefinitely. Go ahead.
Refresh my memory, but didn't he want to retire and they talked him into playing with the Giants? It's like a couple years ago he wanted to quit and they talked him in the stand. I want to say, you can fact check it after the show, but I swear they talked him in the stand.
I can't remember.
So, yeah, I'm not surprised, but
yeah, I said they got 3 chances to win because they got the Redskins twice. They played the Redskins twice.
Okay.
And then they got us. I don't think they're better than us right now. And
you know what? And Kirk Cousins always sucks in December, so he might lose that game. Yeah. He just might.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I don't like the cold.
He'll do good out there in San Francisco. It's pretty warm out there, and it never rains.
Right. All right. So everybody taking the Broncos on that, and last game, Monday night game, I am taking the Titans at home over the Colts.
Tennessee.
Mariota is trending to looks like he probably will play this week. So even though Jacoby Brissett and the Colts are looking better than bad, I guess you could say, I'm still taking the Titans at home against them. So
it's a big game. They got to win this game. Yeah, they got to win this game to stay alive in that division.
Right, because I think everybody's jumbled up. I think the Jaguars are 4-1, right? No, 3-2. And
they lost to the Jets and they lost to Tennessee.
And the Titans are 2-2. No, 3-2. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look it up. That would be good. But so yeah, this will go a long way to deciding the division. I see y'all got them Smurf uniforms on tonight. So that's what we got. So this week
we broke Tony Romo's back.
So it looks like this week we only got 2 games that differ. That's the Bucks at the Cardinals. You taking the Bucks, I'm taking the Cards, and the Rams and the Jaguars. You taking the Rams, I'm taking the Savages.
Which leaves me in a good position because I'm up 1 game. So if anything, I'll just be down 1 game at the end of next week.
Exactly. So nothing going to make or break either one of us this week. Like I said, still pretty tight, pretty even. So no matter what happens, we're still going to we both be in shouting distance of each other. So before we get off,
yes, sir.
Going to the Power 5.
All right. Let me run through mine real quick. My Power 5 for this week will be Kansas City at 1, Green Bay at 2. I'm going to keep Atlanta at 3. They didn't play, so they don't deserve to be moved down. I'm going to put Philly in at 4. And I had to move New England down. I put Carolina ahead of them since they beat them head-to-head. Carolina has made my Power 5. Lets you know I am not biased. I have kept it 100 the whole season.
All right. So you got KC, Green Bay, Atlanta, Philly, Carolina?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Our top 3 is The same. I've got Kansas City, Green Bay, Atlanta. I had Atlanta 2 previously, but they lost to the Buffalo Bills, so I dropped them, but they didn't play last week, so I couldn't drop them again.
How about that? Yeah.
So I got KC, Green Bay, Atlanta as well. Coming in for 4 for me, I got the Denver Broncos. I like what that defense is doing right now, so I got Denver coming in at 4. And I got the goddamn Carolina Panthers at 5.
Boy, it's been my week. I went 5-0 head-to-head last week. He took us this week, and he put us in his Power 5.
And is that somebody getting walked off the field already?
Nah, they were just showing old man peppers. That's all.
All right, cool. So, got a good, some good stuff there for y'all. Again, that's our Week 6 picks. That's our Power 5. Anything else popped off that you want to touch on real quick before we jump off of here? We touched on Zeke. We touched on DRC. Not much has happened in the last 48 hours other than your boy Kyrie, a.k.a. Young Kobe.
Young Kobe.
Putting out there that, Boston is so much of a better sports city than Cleveland.
You hit me a couple weeks ago on the side. You was like, man, who's a bigger villain, Kyrie or KD? Kyrie is the villain of the league this year.
I think it's his turn.
And I don't think he gives 2 fucks at all.
Right now he don't. But when the season get to grinding and the questions keep to coming, and if they are not playing up to par, we're going to see what he made out of then. It's easy to be, how he is right now, bold, chest puffed out, defiant, all that. I'm with it to a certain degree. I ain't got no problems with it. But it's going to be a different story once this season get going, and if things don't start snapping into place real quick, we're going to see what he made out of. We're going to see what he made out of mentally.
LeBron going to play in that game next week, people. Don't believe none of that nonsense. LeBron will play.
I saw somebody tweet that out, and I listened to the clip, and I didn't really hear him say, I may not play in Boston.
It's a home game. And Boston, Kyrie's coming to Cleveland, and you telling me he ain't going to play that game? Man, please. Who cares about the last preseason game? They don't play till next Tuesday. Right.
That's why I say I think people taking his comments and trying to nitpick every little thing and make it make a mountain out of a molehill. But
now I can see him do it though. I can see him do it, and you know what? I can see him playing mind games like this. Don't even matter playing you first game you return. I can see LeBron doing that, but I think he's going to play.
He's playing that game. If it was in the middle of the season or something, maybe. But nah, he got a point to prove.
You know what?
He want that.
If Bron sat that game out, Adam Silver would rip out the hair he don't have from his head.
And what could they do? That's pretty much it. Baseball playoffs. The Yankees saved Joe Girardi's ass.
They sure did.
And Aaron Judge can not hit a pitch. I think he had 12 strikeouts in this series.
They saved his ass for real.
New series, so it's going to be them against the Astros. On the National League side, the Cubs have advanced.
They're playing tonight.
No, the Cubs in the National League tonight because they let Strasburg pull an open up on that yesterday. Motherfucker played sick. And then was like, nah, I think I'll –
that's some shit.
Nah,
I'm sick.
I'll just strike out 12.
Bro, that's the playoffs.
Right. So, the Dodgers. The Dodgers are just sitting there waiting. So
just waiting.
Yeah, so we got some good ALCS championship series going. Well,
it's just been some good shit lately. I ain't watched as much baseball as I want to because there's been all this other stuff going on.
Yeah. Last night was the first night I really sat down and watched more than an inning or two. Because I think me and you talked about it off air, with us doing the shows, football games. Wednesday is really the only night that I have nothing to do.
And I wasn't even off last night doing Cane and Ice. My only off day.
So, I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, damn, I thought to myself, my relationship with baseball is like the deadbeat dad that the first day of school, birthday, and Christmas dad, he show up on them 3 days with gifts, taking pictures and shit like he always be there posting them up. But the rest of the time, he ain't nowhere to be found. That's my relationship with baseball. I don't give a fuck about you.
We've been doing this. We've been doing this so long. We the same with it. I don't really pay it no mind till after the All-Star break. I really get into it come October. Season too damn long. Too damn long.
Yeah, it really is. And the energy and the atmosphere in the stadium, that jumps off the screen to me.
Right.
Playoff time. So that's
right.
This is a lot better experience. So I can actually sit
yeah.
there and watch most of the game during the postseason. So
indeed.
There you have it. All right, people. So we're gonna get on up out of here. Let y'all go enjoy the rest of the game. Even though by the time you watch this, it'll be Friday morning. But we're gonna get out of here and enjoy the goddamn game. And Uncle Hate, one more time, tell them where to reach you at on social media.
You can reach me at ReK6000. Holla at me. I talk sports. I'm coming for you, Kane. We gonna win this damn game.
All right. You can reach myself at Diego Barish on Twitter. Also, don't forget, check us out on Facebook, IG, and Instagram. Well, IG is Instagram. Twitter is the other one I was thinking about. And then don't forget, always watch, like, hit that little subscribe button right there for your YouTube watchers. And then also everybody on Spreaker, don't forget to tap that heart, tap that star, and also make sure you share that with your friends and family. So, again, for AA Sports, baby, straight sports, no chaser. We'll holler at y'all on Tuesday for the Week 6 recap and more. Y'all have a good weekend, man. Easy. Peace.